right. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully, we are streaming live and you can hear me all right. But tonight, wanted to, just talk a little bit and listen to a little bit of some Sly. Just kind of coming off of the high of watching the Sly documentary on Hulu, Disney Plus, directed by Questlove, and already a Sly fan, but a fan from later generations. Like I wasn't around when he was in his heyday. Well, I guess I was born in '69, so I was just a baby when he was like doing his thing. But becoming a fan of the music much later in life. It's funny because a lot of those songs I kind of remember hearing as a little kid, but not knowing, who it's by or anything of that nature. And then, when I kind of start my music, sort of discovery in my teenage years, um, later teenage years, really kind of like discovering, Sly's music and actually taking the time to like listen to the records and like piecing it all together and like, oh, it's like I remember that song as a kid. I had no idea it was him. Um, and then, picking up the, on my own accord, going to buy, I think the first thing I got a Sly. Actually, I inherited it from my stepdad, I believe. I think he had a copy of the There's a Riot Going On album. Uh, and I remember just one day what the funny thing that made me want to go pick it up. There's like two covers of this. There's the classic cover of the album with the American flag, which is the original. But I think there must have been some sort of reissue later on because he had a version, and on the cover it was Sly live on stage, like the view from like maybe the drum kit out, so you would see behind Sly, you would just see the whole crowd. And that was kind of like the first thing that I picked up on. And looking at that picture, I should have had it sitting up here. It remarkably reminded me of like a Purple Rain era Prince because he kind of had the similar sort of jumpsuit and he had the big giant hair. And I was like, wow, is there something connection between that? And that's when I, started to really kind of go on my way and piece stuff together. What's up, El Boogie? I see you. See some Corey. What's happening? Funketeer. What happening? What's happening? Um, but that's kind of like just where I just kind of really started to get into it, and you know discovering like, oh, yo, this is more than those little songs I sort of had in my pop culture lexicon. Like, yo, this dude is serious. Um, so yeah, just that's kind of where I started with that. And then once you really start listening, you can see the connections. They jump out at you at Prince. You're like, oh, this is what this is. He's referencing this without saying it, but you know, without any context, you just think, oh, it's this thing that Prince did. But then you start to see, oh, those were his OGs. Those were his Princes. The Slides and the Larry Grahams. So you kind of, you start to see the chain of stuff as it goes. What's up, Tracy? We're just gonna playing some of my favorite Sly stuff. Um, and we might get into some Prince things. I had such a good time the other day on the what do you do? What do we how do I not even know the names of my own show? What did Prince do this week with D'Angela? And we had got to the Tacoma Dome Purple Rain concert, one that I had went to, which was my first. But I had a good time sort of thinking about that, reminiscing on that. I want to later, hopefully if I don't forget, talk about like I think my favorite Prince concert though situation that was here in Seattle as well. When you say Funketeers, to this day, even some serious Sly fans do not realize how revolutionary his musical approach was. Interesting. Yeah, man. He's incredible. What's good, Michael? Let's see. What's up, Red Cat? What up? What up? So I want to play just a couple of little things just to kind of get us in the mood. There was also a great soundtrack that was released with this documentary um, as well. And there's been many of Sly compilations over the years. Um, that would be something to talk about because you have his core albums. But I actually, so yeah, I was. Let me backtrack. I was saying that the first sort of record I had inherited was a riot going on. But the first one that I think I bought on cassette with my own money was actually the Greatest Hits album that they had came out with, and this is the one I want to say was Hot Fun in the Summertime was on it, and Thank You. Um, that was what I had first. That's the first thing I got to, and it had all the hits, and it's just like I was blown away. And one of my all-time favorite songs, "Forever and a Day," uh, by Sly, is "Hot Fun in the Summertime." I just think that song is incredible to me. It is a happy song. Um, it's soulful, it's got church. It's just and it's a pop record, but still, it's everything, man. Like to this day, I still freaks me out. Just that song is so incredible to me. Just like a somebody just dipped a whole big thing of butter on some popcorn. And you just you know. But anyway, um, one of the great things is on this new soundtrack, and I assume Questlove had everything to do with this. They put on like alternate versions of the songs, alt mixes. There's a couple of like remix type things, but they're actually really good. But they put on a Hot Fun in the Summertime. It was an interlude, is what they call it. But it sounds like just Slying them in the studio, kind of figuring out the song. And I love stuff like this, and it sounds dope. So I'm gonna play that, and we'll get into it. That sure is sitting out on that lawn. I love stuff like that, man. This is incredible. Okay. I heard this story, yes.
End of the spring, and here she comes back. Hi, 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 them summer days, those summer days. That's when I had most of my fun back.
That compilation.
Them summer days, those summer days. I cried mine when I want to. Out of school, yeah. County fair in the country sun. And everything is cool. Oh yeah. Hot fun in the summertime. Hot fun in the summertime. Hot fun in the summertime. Hot fun
This part right
in the summertime. Looks to the fall and then she goes back. Bye, 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 bye. Them summer days, those summer days.
man. That's just every that is just like it's on some pop stuff, but then it be on some the grits and the gravy and oh yeah. That's what's missing today. That right. Who's doing that today? Where they just digging in, man, and just like, anyway, let me say myself. Let's go to some of the comments. Um, was this on the greatest hits album? So this is on. Well, that song is on pretty much any sort of slide release, but that interlude is on the new sort of soundtrack album that came out in conjunction with the documentary. So definitely go check out, your favorite place of choice to stream or buy music. Because yeah, that's dope. And there's other little things on there like that too. Uh, what's up, Karen? She says I was talking to my dad earlier, and he attended some of Sly outdoor concerts in Jersey. Wow, Sly was 2 hours late, but he didn't care. The vibosphere was all good. Yeah, that's the whole thing about the late concerts and the no shows. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because I know I would have been hot if a nigga didn't show up. But yeah, I guess she had to be there. Um, but yeah, fantastic stuff. Somebody said, "Is that gun?" Yes, that is Gundam. I'm a Gundam fan. Don't get me started on that on the podcast. Keep it music. But I wanted to play a couple of more, like some of my favorite Sly stuff. This one right here, and this was one thing I noticed on the documentary. They did the classic albums. When they get to Riot, and then it felt like they were taking some of the later albums and kind of like treating them like, not saying this in the wrong way, but they treated them like some people treat the later Prince albums, like they wasn't on the same level or something. And I was kind of like, I'm not one of these OG Sly fans, but like I love them later records, man. Like, are you serious? Like, I can understand they may not be as successful as some of the earlier stuff, but to me, like there's some dope stuff on the Sly albums where he's just doing it all by himself. Um, some of my favorite songs by him, period. This one here I want to play. I always play this all the time, myself. It's on the High on You album. It's called That's Loving You. Let's go. I just love the way he plays the guitar, bass, and all that. Listen.
Love you, you know it. How do you feel?
Yeah.
I finally got you. Can't blow it, no, it's real. For seal, finally planned it. Can't stand it. How did you know? Yeah. I demanded. Can't stand it this time for sure. You know that's loving you. All my dreams cause, and I do too. You know that's loving you. None of my dreams are lost, and I'm with you. I'm seeing me, I'm being me. So I try well. I'm free in me, yeah, you and me. Turn out the light, well.
Get him, Sly.
How do you feel? Well, I finally got you. do. You know that's you. Oh, none of my dreams, Lord, to see I'm with you.
Mm. That's my shit right there, man. I don't care what nobody say. If you haven't, man, he be having some. He got cuts, man. Like, and somebody it was a Red Cat. You mentioned ha 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 he. That song is dope. That song is dope as hell. I see. And I don't know all of the Sly story, but apparently he's on different labels, and there's a period where he's on Warner Brothers, like later on, and I think that song is one of the Warner Brothers albums. But yeah, man, that song is bang. La ha 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 he. Man, let me find that. Let me find that maybe. But yeah, he got joints, man. Like I'm just high on you. I'm gonna just jump to something and see what even come on.
Woman has a baby cute, illegitimate blue. The boat, who can say it isn't right? Right. The love shines a different light.
Man, you see what I'm saying? Like he be banging, man. Ah, yeah, he was on some funk, like, ugh. And if I'm not mistaken, some of that is sampled on an old Tribe called is it Tribe Called Quest or De La Soul? Yeah, okay. I knew it was one of them brothers. Yeah, them brothers, they was on Sly stuff. Just again, I'm just jumping around.
Beat by Bom. Great! Great! Yeah. Do you know your neighbor's name? Join the rest to feel the same. Who can really hear your call? If they're out to see you fall.
The sound purple to me. That's all I got to say. Anyway, man, yeah, Sly, man, he's a cold piece of work. He's the original. I'd advise you, and invite you to go check it out for yourself. When you go past the big pop, super. I mean, those songs are spectacular. That's why they what they are. But he got album cuts, man, that kill anybody in a good way. Let me find something if I can find this. Bear with me 1 second. If I can find this. I might not. My bad. Never mind. I can't find it. I don't want to go into what it is if I can't find it. Anyway, we'll just keep it moving. Let's jump over to our guy real quick. And I have been talking about the cinematic Prince, and when you're listening to some of this Sly stuff, I mean, he had the strings. He was already doing that back in the 70s, with the funk, the strings, and all that. So, just another lineage branch of something like that, but still unique. Church. Doing that Dez on this. Modern air. Is that right? Yeah. Man, listen though. I mean, this is dope on its own right with the family, but if you can imagine if Prince would have came out with this after Purple Rain, it nigga had been all over. Would have been tripping. He like he had strings and all this. If this would have been the first single instead of Raspberry Beret or something. And if he was still on a kid, thank you. I don't know if he got like his guitar on some weird effect. What's that? But if that would have just been straight chicken grease, slick. I would have loved to know the answer to this. Man, fantastic. Fantastic. That's all you can say, man. It's time. Yeah, there's so many layers. All this shit got so many layers, but you get so fascinated by his voice and the emotions of it, and all that sounds like it's easy to sort of like not fully, digest all the different things that are going on musically in these songs, all the little licks that he that's the thing about Prince, man. Like, a lot of these records, it's just him. And there could be the tendency to just do the part straight, don't, you know, you don't need to add all the but you can like he's actually like playing it as if each instrument matters, so he's not just playing it straight, like he's still putting his thing on, he's it's just and so when you hear it all together, you could imagine like, yeah, this is a band playing this, but no, this is like one dude, but like each instrument has its own characteristic to it, still has a flavor to it, It's like it's wild, man. Wild stuff. When Michael says, after watching the Sly doc, I certainly see where Prince got some of his influence. Prince ran with Sly's blueprint and made it his. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which is what you're supposed to do. Like you take what the greats before you did and you flip that and you make it something new and you bring your thing to it. But we all inspired, you know what I'm saying? And we all have some sort of template at least or a blueprint, right, to start with, and then we flip it. We add our spin to it. Like, oh, you remember that style? Cool. Here's what here's what we do with that today. Um anyway, again, we're just in a good space, so we just want to keep it going. We're gonna listen to some more Prince, of course. This is one of my new favorites Prince songs, and it would have easily have been a no-brainer song, like, the first time you hear it, you just, love it. Like, yeah, that's my jam. Prince was great with that. He could have that one song where it's just like, you don't grow on it, it just immediate bam. And, this track right here, "It Bees Like That Sometimes," was included on the Sign of the Times deluxe edition. Uh, and, like, for me, when I heard it, it immediate. That's my jam. That's one of my joints, you know? Um, and I'm like, "God, this been sitting on the shelf for all this time." And the crazy part about it, like, I don't personally, I don't think the box set wouldn't have never probably been released the way it was if Prince was alive. Probably would have never heard some of this stuff. So the fact that there just be songs that we would just never probably have ever heard just because he's moved on to something else. It blows my mind, but it's like, man, there's actually real bangers, you know, that's on the shelf. And there was a lot of them that was included in this deluxe edition, which I will say right now, I think now for me, that's the greatest thing that the Prince Estate so far has released, was the Sign of the Times box set thing. And then second to that would be the 1999 one. But that Sign of the Times one, man, is packed, like, and there's still a lot of stuff they could have put on it. We don't go all into that. But god damn it, for what you got though. Oof, it's excellent. And it's a period where he's just on fire. Anyway, it bees like that sometimes. I want to play it, so we're gonna play it, but we're gonna play the instrumental so we can really hear the music. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up, but you don't have to rip shit up. Give me the microphone first so I can bubble like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, so you know we can try. I don't know why I just started doing Get 'em. Red Cat. You would be absolutely right because Violet Blue, I can't remember which way it is, but if he did Violet Blue yesterday, then he came back the next day and recorded this song. Or if it was he recorded this song first and then came back and did Violet Blue the next day. So they're a day apart from each other. So he obviously was like, throw that beat back on. It's nasty. He's nasty like that. Prince was nasty like that in a good way. But yeah, man, he's out of control. Anyway, let's go back. Calm down. I keep thinking it's Sunday, but it's Monday. But if it was Sunday and you was just on your real mellow, chilling out type thing. Hey, girl. I would say the way his early albums are recorded are fantastic, man. There's so much care. Was singing at home. Not really, no. I did. Isn't I think that somebody did do this over, didn't they? I feel like I remember seeing it on BET or something. Yes, there is a remake of this. A couple. says the song was remade by Rainy Days in 1987, appeared on her album Sweetheart. Her version charted higher than Prince's version on the R&B chart, reaching number 41. Very interesting. And then also a group called Dorothy from the UK covered it in 1988. There you go. What up, Rick? That's what I be singing when you get that phone call and you don't recognize the number and you pick it up and then it'd be the bill collector. And they gotta be like, "You still waiting." You gonna be waiting. Waiting on that money. Anyway. Can we upgrade for a second? Can we like take it to the next another level of musicianship? Let's jump. We're gonna jump many, many years ahead. And again, so what we just heard, right? That's early in the game in terms of the release material. Second album sounded excellent. Every part was on point. You could hear all the separation. You could hear the guitar and the piano. Just the drums. And this is one dude playing all this stuff, man. Young, fantastic, very soulful. Has the for a young person to sound that polished and developed is wild, right? But let's just jump many years ahead. And what does it sound like many years from now? Okay, Michael B. It was like, what are you supposed to do after that? Like, yeah, woo! Day was on fire. That's all. I mean, so I mean, the whole point was to say, you see where he came from. Where he came from was fantastic, and then just the levels, the years, and then that that was crazy, man. And like I said, it's so easy to fall in love with the vocals and the song, the words, what it means to you when you hear it. And then like when you do get the opportunity, just to hear the pure music, it's just like it's like goodness. I mean, it's yeah, I mean, just so his level of craft, you know, and everything around it is it's incredible. It really is. And any period really is so unique, and there's something in there that like is just like you know I just want to jump in. We're just jumping around playing shit. This song didn't really get we ain't really groove to it like we supposed to. Somebody could have a ill ass song. Yeah. Oh, you know who I could hear over this? It would be nasty if he would have gave this to Michael. Michael's vocals. You can already see the dance break. I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. Let's jump into this. You know this one. Well, I will say it had a great position. Like it's almost like anything he could have put out at that point would have blew. But I mean, it's still a great song. And people are asking me this. Actually, one of y'all sent me the instrumental, so there you go. A great listener sent it. What up, Theo? Harmonica Prince. on, Mary. Tricky, play with me. Reset yourself. Let's get this party rocking. Whatever she said. Boy, this is get you on that under the cherry moon, like you just get sucked into that right there. God, imagine if that would have blown up. If that movie would have blew up, where would it have been? Oh, wait. This shit goes hard. Ah. How many times we done played this on here? Don't let there be like some live version of them playing, like them doing this on a rehearsal or something. Stop it. The fact that this is the revolution. I mean, if you just go from like 1999 Purple Rain to this is ridiculous. Nasty. Bass. still come back. Nasty. Oh. Who plays drums on this? This should have been on a Parade album, man. You need to stop playing. Plus Old Friends for Sale. Name of this song is called "Something for Your Monkey Ass." No, this is it's called "Large Room with No Light." Look it up. Look it up. It's fantastic. That was one of those songs that had been like a bootleg song for many years, and when you would hear that, you would be like, "How has he got these types of songs that ain't been released? They sound like this." It used to bug us out, man. Like that was one of those holy grail type joints for a very long time. Very long time. We're gonna get up out of here because we've been rocking for a minute now. Yeah. You say you're driving and grooving, man. I love it. I love it. We were talking about some Sly. That's how we started out, and we just made our way through some stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Have enjoyed it. We're gonna ride out to this one. Baby, You're a Trip. Of course, Prince. The song came out under Jill Jones. Yeah. Great Strings by Claire Fisher. What up, Seeley? Yes, Lord. Yes. Hallelujah. Yeah. Gotta love it. Two more. Amen. All right. And hopefully, yeah. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. You know. Thank you. Good night. Oh. You know, we got to go out on an up. Come on.
little longer. Yeah. Wait for the last second. Rock and roll, let's go. On the drums, Sheila E. Sheila E, Sheila E, Sheila E. She said y'all. Rock and roll.
Last one.
Chopping the house down. Ooh, roof gon' cave in.
This is the Love Sexy band. Ride on this part. Now,
You say,
let's confess. Get undressed. Go to bed. Sing it, y'all.
till you burn it up,
Sing it.
till you get enough, till your love is red, love it till you get oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
One word. I want everybody in here. Oh, that mercy. Do not attempt to adjust your radio. We have taken control. Oh, that mercy. Who the fuck is saying? Doctor! Hey! Tear the roof off.
Yeah, man.
is a business, and you ain't too far gone to see that yet.
Say it. Do you burn it up? Hey. Do you get enough? Hey.
Everybody.
Do your love is right? Hey. Lord have mercy.
Kansas City, y'all got it. Sing!
But no dough.
This is a business, and you ain't too far gone to see that yet.
All right, we are about to get up out of here, though, for real. You already know. So work it like a job. Yeah,